Hello, dear friends. Welcome to the StoryTeller, where every tale is a journey into the heart. Have you ever wondered, why do we tell stories to children from young age? Is all the stories are just fun and entertainment? Why the stories are so important in everyone's life from childhood to old age? Let's understand it with a wonderful story. A long time ago, there was a wise and powerful king named Amar Sakti. His kingdom was prosperous, and his people were happy. He was known far and wide for his skills and every art imaginable. King Amar Sakti had everything a king could want, except for one thing that made him deeply worried: his 3 sons. Though his sons were very clever and learned in all kinds of books, they had something very important missing. They didn't understand how to be wise. They didn't know how to listen carefully, how to make good friends, or how to solve problems. Even though they could read and write, they didn't know how to understand people's feelings or make smart decisions when there was trouble. And that worried their father terribly, because he knew that one day his sons would have to rule the kingdom. One day, King Amar Sakti called together all his ministers. His face was full of concern.
My sons are brilliant in books, but they don't understand what it takes to lead. If they do not learn wisdom, my kingdom might one day fall apart. As they say, unborn, dead, and stupid sons, the first 2 are to be preferred, for they cause sorrow only once, whilst stupid sons are a torment to the heart till the end of life. Please help me find a way to teach them.
The ministers thought, but none of them had an answer. The king called for the best teachers in the kingdom to help educate his sons in the art of governance, leadership, and life wisdom. But the dull prince's case did not improve at all. Then, one of the ministers had an idea.
Your Majesty, there is a wise sage named Vishnu Sharma. He is known for his knowledge of human nature and is said to be beyond compare. If anyone can help your sons, it is he.
The king felt a flicker of hope.
Summon him at once. I will do anything to see my sons grow into wise and capable rulers.
Not long after, the great sage Vishnu Sharma arrived at the royal palace. He was calm, kind, and full of wisdom. The king greeted him with great respect and said,
Guru Vishnu Sharma, my sons are clever but lack wisdom. Can you teach them the ways of Niti Shastra? I will be forever grateful to you.
Vishnu Sharma smiled warmly.
Do not worry, Your Majesty. I will teach them everything they need to know in just 6 months, but I will not teach them with long lessons and boring words. Instead, I will teach them through stories.
The king was surprised but also hopeful.
Stories? Will that really work?
Yes, Your Majesty. Stories have the power to reach the heart. Through stories, your sons will learn wisdom that will stay with them forever.
And so Vishnu Sharma took the 3 princes to his peaceful ashram. There, he began to tell them stories. At first, the princes weren't interested. They didn't see how stories could teach them anything important. Vishnu Sharma's stories were not just simple tales. Each one was carefully crafted to teach a lesson. The sage divided the lessons into 5 parts, each dealing with an important part of life. First part is Mitra Bheda, or the conflict among friends. In this type of stories, Vishnu Sharma taught the princes how even the strongest friendships can break apart because of misunderstandings, greed, or deceit. He used animals like the lion and the fox to show how trust and loyalty are the foundation of any relationship. Second part is Mitra Labha, or the gaining of friends. These stories taught the princes about the importance of making friends and allies. The stories helped them understand how to win friends through kindness and understanding, not through force. Third part is Kako Lukoyam, or the crows and owls. This story taught about strategy and cleverness. 2 groups of animals are used in the stories: crows and owls. Vishnu Sharma taught the princes that wisdom and intelligence are more powerful than brute strength. Fourth part is Labda Pranasham, or what happens when you lose what you have. Here, the sage told the princes about the dangers of losing what you have due to poor decisions. Also, importance of think before acting. Final part is Aparaksitakar, or the dangers of foolish actions. The last stories was about impulsive decisions and the consequences. Through this story, Vishnu Sharma taught the princes that rash decisions often lead to trouble, and it's always wise to think carefully before acting. At first, the princes didn't take the stories seriously, but as time went on, they started to notice something amazing. Every story Vishnu Sharma told them seemed to open their eyes wider and wider. They began to see that the lessons from the animals weren't just for the jungle, they were for life itself. They learned how to make wise decisions, how to deal with difficult people, and how to always think before acting. Slowly, the princes changed. They became kinder, more thoughtful, and smarter in the ways of leadership. After 6 months had passed, the king visited Vishnu Sharma's ashram to see how his sons were doing. He was amazed at the change. His sons were no longer just clever, they were wise, kind, and practical. They could solve problems with their minds and hearts, and they understood the importance of friendship, diplomacy, and careful planning. The king was so proud and happily handed over the rule of the kingdom to his sons, knowing they were now ready to lead with wisdom. Thanks to Vishnu Sharma's stories, the princes grew into wise and just rulers. They ruled the kingdom with great care, always remembering the lessons they had learned from the sages' tales. The kingdom continued to prosper, and the people were happy. But Vishnu Sharma's work didn't end there. The stories he told the princes became famous across the land. People from all walks of life, princes, ministers, and even common folk, began to study the lessons of the Panchatantra, the collection of stories that had changed the lives of the king's sons. These stories, with their simple yet powerful messages, helped everyone understand the deep truths of human nature, leadership, and wisdom. And so, the magic of Vishnu Sharma's stories lived on, passed down through generations, teaching everyone who listened how to be wise, kind, and clever in life. Moral of the story: wisdom isn't just about knowing facts or reading books. It's about understanding people, making wise choices, and learning from every experience. And sometimes, the best way to learn important lessons is through a good story. As Vishnu Sharma said,
Stories have the power to reach the heart. Through stories, you will learn wisdom that will stay with you forever.
hence I will be bringing the stories that Vishnu Sharma taught the princes through this channel. If the story interested you, please like the video, and if you want to know the stories that Vishnu Sharma taught, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Let's see again with a wonderful story.